Hi, welcome back to another episode of Connections, the Heart of Early Childhood podcast. We're so glad you're here with us today. We have some amazing guests who are going to talk to us about their roles as early childhood instructional coaches as well as professional learning facilitators. Again, my name is Shara, and I'm so glad you're here with us. And we also have our co-host
My name is Misty. Hi, thanks for being here.
and our guest, Becca. We'll start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about your role as an instructional coach and a professional learning facilitator?
Well, hi everybody. I am Becca Despain. I was hired 4 years ago. So I'm in my fourth year of being an ESIC, an early childhood instructional coach. And it was 3 years ago that they asked me to be on the professional learning team, which I love facilitating. So it's a lot of fun. I don't know what you really want to know. I've gone from having 18 teachers. Now I have 11 teachers that I support as an early childhood instructional coach, mostly community based. And then I spend 2 days of my week scheduling and doing and working with the professional learning and facilitating and supporting others who are facilitating.
Awesome. And we love attending your sessions. We also have Jennifer with us. Jennifer, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, both as an instructional coach and a professional learning facilitator?
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. My name is Jennifer Schallert. I'm an early childhood instructional coach with the CREC. I was hired in March of 2021 as an instructional coach, and I believe this is my third year really focusing on professional learning. I do support many teachers in Eastern New Mexico, and I also facilitate many professional learning sessions as well.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate your dedication and your just the intentionality and the expertise that you bring to this position, not only as a coach, but also as a facilitator of our professional learnings that we offer. So, on that note, what types of professional learning experiences do you guys facilitate most often? What are some of the things that you guys would consider yourselves like, I got professional learning, but I really am an expert in? What do you, where do you fall in that? Becca, let's hear from you first.
Oral language, that's my jam. I'm all about doing oral language, using oral language. So anything that has anything to do with oral language, which then ties into letters. So I spend a lot of time with oral language and letters, plus the fact that Jennifer and I were part of the team that created the oral language and the phonological awareness and the becoming a writer and alphabet knowledge. And what was the other one?
Read alouds.
Read
Read
aloud.
aloud. Like, I
Yeah.
know we're forgetting something.
I was like, what's the, yes. So, but oral language, yes, that's my heart.
That's your jam, oral language. I love that because oral language is really the foundation of even my daughter's pregnant right now. And I just sent her a text on Saturday and I said, are you and your husband talking to the baby? Are you reading to the baby? And she said, Mom, the baby doesn't have functional ears yet. Like she's just barely pregnant. And I was like, it is so important that you are reading to the baby, you're talking to the baby, and just exposing them to that oral language. It is the cornerstone and foundation of so many things, so many things. How about you, Jennifer? What's your jam?
I think I have to agree with Becca on this one. Oral language is definitely kind of my area as well. I have a toddler here at home and definitely talking, reading, everything with him, and just to promote those oral language skills. But I also really love the read alouds too. And I think that also goes back to my early childhood background of just love reading and reading to my own kiddos too. So definitely oral language and read alouds for me.
Absolutely. I love that. And oral language ties into read alouds as well with the conversation about the story and the vocabulary and the book and all the things. I just have to share that oral language is so important that you both mentioned it. And I told my dog the other day, because it's just my kids are grown and it's just me and my dogs here now. And I told him the other day, why do I narrate everything I do to you, sir? And he just looked at me like, I don't know what you're saying. So I think once you've got it ingrained in you guys, we can't let it go. Anyhow, I agree though. For
Misty,
sure.
you're not alone. My dogs look at me like my husband even said, "Do you always talk this much to the dogs?" Yes, yes, I do. He's
Yep.
like, "What are you gonna do if they ever respond?" I said, "Probably just laugh and go."
I am going to try to get it on a recording and make some money. That's what I'm going to do if they ever respond. What were you going to say, Jennifer? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I wasn't going to say anything.
Mm.
Yeah,
You talk to your children. That's
I do.
positive, you
I mean,
know.
I do
Becca
have
and I
my
talk to
animals.
our dog.
Yeah, I have my kiddos, but also my animals as well too. But
That's awesome. You guys are so much fun. Okay, so I'm curious, what type of strategies do you use during your professional learning sessions to help make them more engaging and really relevant for the adult learners that we are facilitating for? Which one of you want to go first? We'll start with Jennifer this time.
yes, we do provide a lot of hands-on learning opportunities while also inviting our participants to share their own ideas and their own classroom experiences. And the professional learning opportunities that we have developed, we've created them to where everyone can align kind of what they're doing in the classroom, what the research says, and take those strategies back to the classroom and also gain new information from their colleagues in each session.
That's amazing. That was always my favorite part as a teacher, participating in those professional learning experiences was really, getting to bounce ideas off and collaborate with the other participants and gaining so much knowledge and being able to take it back and use it in my classroom immediately. So that's awesome. I love that you mentioned that. All right, Becca, how about you? Any special strategies that you like to incorporate?
I think it just goes along with what Jennifer was saying. We really built these professional learning framework to have that building, using the research, getting them into the research and letting them discuss it instead of us spoon feeding it to them. They get to have the discussion and then giving them that automatic take it back and use it by having them set a goal, and then also those opportunities to share with each other, those conversations with your colleagues that are in the boots on the ground doing the work is always much more helpful than somebody sitting in the behind a screen telling you what to do. So
Absolutely. And it makes it so much more meaningful that way too, right?
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. All right, Misty, what's next?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that real quick that I know that our professional learnings are also designed now in accordance with ILA. Remind me, ladies, what does ILA stand for? I forget. Integrated
Integrated learning
Approach.
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 Okay,
Yes, I had to
between
think
us,
about what the A was. I was like, what is the A?
between us, we got it. And so I also think that, the different opportunities you guys offer in professional learnings as far as breakout rooms, discussion, getting into the research, really understanding the definitions of what these words mean, and then talking about strategies, talking about integrating this into coaching cycles and things like that are totally the ways that teachers are, that the professional learnings themselves are interactive, and then the design of them with the structure from ILA supports teachers actually taking away the content and applying it immediately into their classrooms. And so that is just phenomenal. I have to applaud the professional learning team for that organization that they've done. Do either of you have an example of a professional learning that led to meaningful change in practice? So this question kind of integrates what we offer in professional learnings, but what you've also seen in your coaching over the years. Have you seen an example anywhere that stands out to you, you might be able to share with us, that was teachers applying what they're learning and some meaningful change?
I can't really think of anything like right off the top of my head right now, but I have had handfuls of teachers over the course of the years um, reflect on how particular professional learning sessions have shifted their overall approach to teaching specific concepts and skills in the classroom and how it really helped them. and then they really saw gains in their students in the classroom.
Awesome.
We
That's
we just had a professional learning not long ago that was about becoming a writer. And it was a fairly small cohort, but watching them realize what that was all about, especially the story, the all of this stuff that they learned, and just listening to them, and all of us, the four of us that were in there were, I remember, I think it was Cynthia who said, I think they're all going to go back and do that in the classroom like today. Picture story, word story is now going to be like all six of those teachers. You could just see, you could hear it. Like they were excited. They spent a lot of time asking questions and really getting into it, and then showing us what they did so they could, is this right? Is this right? So I'm hoping that none of us were their coaches, but we're all hoping that they went back and did it, because you could see that they were excited to try.
And I think that's key. When we have that excitement, we can generate that excitement. We can have that connection with other people to generate ideas. And this is developing, this is what it is. This is what it could look like. How would this work in your setting? And then go and try it. Having that excitement from the teachers rooted in that learning is key. And that's where we see that change that you guys both spoke to, of the teachers taking the professional learning back into their settings and just having that excitement to say, I know this thing now, or I know this thing better now, and I have these great ideas and I'm excited to go do it. So that's just amazing and exciting.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part too, seeing those aha moments again that you wouldn't necessarily get if you didn't have the opportunity to share and collaborate and talk things out with other like-minded early childhood professionals. So, what a great opportunity you guys are offering for all of your participants. Okay, we talked a little bit about um, presenting oral language, professional learning a lot. But what is your favorite? If you had to pick one, do you have a I don't know, a professional learning session or opportunity that is your favorite and why? Becca's probably going to say letters, I think, but let's see.
I do. She knows I love letters. I adore letters. I adore letters um a lot. I really enjoy all the in person. Anything that's in person is a lot of fun, and I love them all. But yeah, I would probably have to say letters. Letters is my, like, that's my very, very favorite.
How about you, Jennifer? What do you think? Do you have a favorite and why?
My favorite is read aloud, because the read alouds, it definitely showcases teachers' creativity through book selection and planning, and it's really exciting to see what they bring and their ideas. So I love read alouds.
Awesome. I love read alouds because I love the resources that you guys create together in that professional learning. And I think if I were still in the classroom, that would be so helpful, so beneficial. So, again, that's amazing. Misty, did you have something you wanted to add?
No, I was just
Oh,
going to thank our guests for being here today and share that we do have our professional learnings, the strategies in action, and letters, and some professional learning opportunities that you can sign up for on our, I believe it's the CREC website. Becca or Jennifer, do you have a specific information on how to sign up for our PL before we close out our episode here?
You go to the CREC website and scroll all the way down and hit the where it says early childhood. And when you click on that, it'll take you and you can find the PL, all the PL that's available.
Awesome.
We added 2 sessions. Was it 2 sessions, Jennifer,
I
of
believe
both
so.
oral language and phonological awareness for the spring, because they were filling up so fast. So
and I think that's another important reminder to just make sure, like if you do want to take something and you go and it's full, keep checking back because, people's plans change and spots open up or more get added. So definitely go to the CREC website, over to the programs tab, scroll down and click on the either required or recommended professional learning based on what you're looking for and check out what's available. We hope to see you there soon.
And also keep an eye out for the monthly PL Blast. It also has the open cohorts. And you can also click on the registration link beside each cohort as well if they're not full already.
Oh, thank you for that reminder. That's another important one too.
And one
All
last
right.
little plug, if you have taken our professional learning trainings in the past, either as a coach or a leader in some way or a teacher, any of those capacities, but it's been some time since you have taken our professional learnings, perhaps years ago, sign up again. There's some new information, there's some new content, there's some new presentation methods, there's some new design. Come see us again.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you guys back again next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.